buzzing and moving and bugging and running. Flying and buzzing and moving and bugging and running. Fat dorks never flat. Flip me over the back. Crusty black cap on my back. Got a strap. Teaching Beatle facts, that's what slaps. Blow these bitches back with Beatle raps. That's the way I clap.
Spider, beetle, ant, and a stink bug. It's a bug war. Who would win in a fight, assuming they were all the same size? Everybody knows Spider got web. That's long range. Spider is his owner. But the spider also has fangs, which makes him equally dangerous at close range. Ant got mandibles and teamwork. They're rushed down when they need to be, but they're also very tactical. Beetles are big, strong, have crazy defense, and are slow. Beetles are heavies for sure. And stink bug? I mean, come on, it's in the name. Stink bug got AoE and poison attack. In a free-for-all situation like this, I think it's safe to assume that all the other bugs would team up on the spider. I mean, he's the most experienced fighter, and he has those hunter instincts. He is the biggest threat. Recognizing the spider as the biggest threat, we give the other three bugs the advantage of temporary teamwork. In a 1v1 engagement, spider wins every time. But unfortunately for the spider, this is a 4-player brawl. See, the ant would function as this sort of temporary field commander, using his analytical mind to bring together the softer, weaker-minded bugs. In the plan that the ant has devised, the stink bug will use his noxious plume to distract and disorient the spider. And in this moment of confusion, the beetle could use his huge mandibles to crush the skull of the spider. Now that the spider is no longer inside her, or in other words, he's dead, we're left with the beetle, the stink bug, and the ant. Now this is where we really need to think about matchups. With their main threat nullified, it would return to a proper free-for-all. With the ant showing his mental dominance early on in this fight, it's likely that the beetle would see him as the next perceivable threat. And due to the docile nature of the stink bug, he's really not that high on anyone's priority list. Without any sort of backup, the ant is an easy target for the beetle. Or so the beetle thinks. What the beetle hadn't noticed is that while fighting the spider, he sustained a small but potentially lethal injury from the spider's swift fangs. You see, the ant had been counting on this, purposely leading the beetle to fight the spider in a compromising position. The ant uses his small chompers to bite the beetle in his weak spot, putting him down just long enough so that he could bite him to bits. And this is where you would think that the ant wins. I mean, it should after all. But what the ant had not noticed is that while he was taking care of the beetle, the noxious plume from the stank bug had been filling the air. The ant, while confident in his inevitable victory, is suffocated by his own hubris and that stanky secretion that makes that stinky bug so iconic. To verify the results of this experiment, we talked to a local entomologist from a nearby university.
Hey guys, I'm Jackie. I studied 6 years in the House of the Bug, and we run these tests all the time. And pretty much every time, turns out, stink bug on top. This is just science, people. This is just how it works.
I mean, you heard it from the source. I appreciate the engagement from my last video. There's a lot of feedback, a lot of discussion in the comments, you know, some cruel, some beautiful, but that's just the nature of things, isn't it? I do plan on making more Zelda content, but that will never be the sole focus of this channel, at least I don't think. And as always, if you're here with me now, I appreciate you, and I love you. Listen, I don't think it's too early to say it, it's just how I feel. See you guys next Sunday. Dude, there's a sharp rock in my butt right now.